Hi, I'm John Hagan from the West Virginia University Libraries. Today we are presenting the Best ETD Award from the Networked Digital Library of Theses and Dissertations. Hilary, we're very proud of you, and I'll let you make your acceptance speech.
Thank you very much, John. I'm very pleased and surprised and happy to accept this reward. It comes at the end of quite a long period of time working on a thesis. Everyone must feel very lonely, I think, working on these theses, and to work on a digital thesis that's specifically that has been an interesting experience. In fact, I started in this whole field many years ago, inspired by an article on the Perseus project, which elaborated on the Greek texts, putting them into a digital form. After that, one of my principal inspirations was going to a conference organized by the Center for Electronic Texts in the Humanities, CEF, where Susan Hockey and Willard McCarty were the seminal figures there. So when later I came to think of writing a dissertation, it seemed natural because my field was overlapping English and technology, which many people thought a strange combination, but it had to do with the texts in the humanities. It seemed natural then that the whole form of the thing would be electronic. What I wanted to do, and what I hope maybe my work might encourage others to do, was to find and edit a text within my own university library which was worth preserving for the future. And it seemed to me that many libraries have holdings which now we might look at more closely, and there are many items that we would want to preserve for future generations and do some work on. And today, when we're no longer so gathered by the idea of canons and major texts, but we want a richness, a full covering of a culture, it seems a great idea that even graduate students can work within their own geographical areas without having to travel vast distances and getting huge grants to go to the British Library, but they can actually preserve these worthwhile artifacts within their own communities. And I was fortunate enough to find just that very thing within our own university library in the form of a lecture on John Brown by a West Virginia artist. He could in fact be called the first West Virginia artist because he was working just before and after the Civil War, when this area of Virginia became a state. And so a notable figure for us in this area, and a piece of work which hadn't been discovered or thought of before. And to make a text of that, to make a proper edition in the English literature editing concept, and to do it in an electronic form seemed a very worthwhile project. And I hope it will be of use to others, and that it will inspire others to maybe look for some similar work for themselves. Thank you very much. And of course I want to thank all those people who were behind me in doing this work, particularly of course Dr. Patrick Connor, with whom I worked during my dissertation years, whose Beowulf project set a standard many years before. And Perry Willett from Indiana University, who was very kind in coming forth with his Pearl Code to help me, and to a number of folks in the Oxford University Computing Services who helped me when I was struggling with XML. Thank you.